Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So, what I'm doing today is actually nothing to do with blockchain in terms of it being a product that uses blockchain technology, but it is kind of interesting. One of the reasons it's interesting is it's been bought by, or the product is called Quidd, and it's been bought by Animoca Brands, which is a very blockchain-focused company, originally a mobile game developer. Since the last couple of years, really, it's been raising money from mainly Hong Kong Asian investors and spending it in blockchain, consumer blockchain products. And it's just bought Quidd, which, as I say, is just a mobile app, nothing to do with blockchain. But what Quidd is a consumer product which is kind of about ownership and kind of about transactional selling. So it's kind of interesting. That's obviously the reason that Animoca Brands bought it. That you could do this kind of stuff on the blockchain, and so I guess they're learning, getting a lot of data from this product, which isn't on the blockchain. So how does it work? Okay, so you create a profile. So I'm just playing this on an Android device. It's on iOS and Android, and you have all these items. See, some of these are sold, some of these have been selling and haven't sold. Kind of interesting from that point of view. I've sold 50 of these. So these they have collections. So that's kind of really how it works. So we have this collector level. So we have an idea that kind of my kind of value is about the level which I've got. So I'm platinum 2. I mean, it's not particularly impressive. It says diamond here, and you get kind of better odds for rare items as you go up. Grandmaster. So I've done kind of okay, but I've started with nothing. So I can now activate here 50% off my next 10 packs. So there we go, 50% off the next purchases I make. And we can see here, these are some of the packs I've got. I've got 371 items, 10 complete sets. So the whole point is kind of about collecting complete sets. We can get an idea here that these items are obviously licensed items. So we have Dr. Zeus, Hello Kitty, Adventure Time, and kind of the things you'd expect. Cupcake, quite a nice little one here. So there's lots of different sort of things you get. You can get stickers. You get we'll go into it a bit more. But here's Cuphead, the kind of famous game, came out last year. We can see there's these animated characters, so we could look at okay, it's Cuphead shooting. So there he goes. There's a little animation, pop, 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 pop. And all this has a value. Obviously, it's not a blockchain-based value. It's actually going to the value system. It's actually pretty unsophisticated, really. But we'll go into that. So we can see here kind of how this stuff works. I can go and sell stuff. So these are kind of the new things that I've got here. I've just got this. Summerhead. You can look at the UI is not very good, actually. I think the UI is it could be kind of heavily improved. So we'll have a look here, see what I've got. So I've got this Dr. Zenon Bloom character. I've got 6 of those, so I can pick one of those and I can sell it. So I can just put like a background on it, create a listing. So I could write a caption, I could write something there. It's interesting here that you have this price band. So the suggested price here is 5,000 to 8,000. And if I put in, see if this will work. So the minimum I can put in is 5,000 and the maximum is 250,000. And we see there's a service fee there. So and we can set an offer to expire in a certain period of time. The most you can have it for is 24 hours. So they kind of want to keep this thing kind of turning over quite quickly. And I post it, and off it goes. I've posted that listing. Obviously, what's interesting here happens in terms of this kind of platinum thing is the current value is based on the gold. So the more things I sell, the more my platinum goes down. The more sets I get, the more it goes up. So there's this kind of like interesting dynamic between the two things. What else? I can go and sell. So you just end up with loads of these things. And loads of these things are things I don't particularly want. So there's this old women are coming animation. I can't even remember who that's from. So I can put in a suggested price here, 600. So you're kind of constantly going through, and obviously in a collection kind of world, you're going through and wanting to kind of sell stuff that you don't want. There's things here. So there's other people's things going on here that obviously you can buy. It says exchange, but actually you're buying them. So you're buying them with those coins, those gold coins you got, which are just a standard non-blockchain cryptocurrency. In fact, if you want to go in, you can go and buy coins. So I've got two. You get every day. You get like a drop of coins. So I've got 25,800 of these coins to spend. So one thing I'm collecting. Well, let's go down here so we can see here all different things you can collect. So something like Marvel is just like so much stuff you can collect from here. So there's this mega card, 100 cards, and you can pay just dollars for that. Or we can go here. There's a new one here, the Widow's Sting Collector Edition. So we can look in here and we can see there's 8 of these. And because I've got 50% off, these would normally be 6,500 of these gold, 2,350. So I can draw them. I can get 3 per pack, but they won't all be of this quality. So there's Wasp, Thor, War Machine. So those are actually, you always have this kind of interesting thing where these are the ones I want to collect. There's 7 of those, but you also have these kind of secondary packs that you end up winning a lot of these kind of things that you can often obviously go and sell them, but they're just very low level, very cheap. So these ones are all rubbish. So I'm just winning all these. I'm winning something, but it's not what I want to win because I don't get any value really. That's even if I got that set of whatever set that is. No, these are rubbish. So you can see here, this is it's kind of interesting. Obviously, if this was on the blockchain, we'd have kind of verifiable odds about what's going on here, and you kind of own the ownership. Things would be much better. This is obviously a centralized system, but you get the idea of what is going on. It is quite kind of addictive. I mean, I don't really care about Marvel stuff, so I'm not. But it is the set collection stuff is interesting. What it's kind of one weird thing it does do here is the UI is not very good. Oh, I got one, so I finally got one here. So I got 2 there. In fact, so we can see it's going to fill those in. It doesn't. If you look at my at the top right, my coin value, it doesn't actually count it down. I don't know why that is. That's obviously a bug. So it doesn't actually tell me how much I've got. So opening some more packs. I'm still winning all these rubbish ones I don't want, and I'm going to run out of money fairly soon, I would think. Yeah, so I've run out of money now, so I can go and buy. I can buy loads of coins and spend real money on them. So that's kind of the free-to-play model. And obviously now we can go in and see what I've got. So that was the Caught in Her Web. I own one of those. There's 6,000 of those. Supposedly we assume that's the case. Obviously on the blockchain we could see that. So now I could go in and go back and see what I've got. So see I've just gone up to Platinum 3 because I've just spent that money. And if I can find it, where would she be under? She'd be under Marvel. So this is the Marvel overall collection, and so this is the set. Oh no, that's not very good way of showing, is it? Let's go into sell. Again, this UI is not very good, so it doesn't really. I don't think it shows it off very well. So you can see here. Can I find them? They weren't very valuable, I don't think. Oh, okay, so it's easy to see here. So yeah, the new one, of course. So we can see here, these are the ones I've got. So I've got these 2 ones I actually wanted of this kind of weird shape. And then I've got these other ones. Got Hawkeye, got 2 of those, War Machine. So these are the ones I didn't really want. There's 100,000 of those, so they're not going to be very valuable. But I can set a price. I can't do. The minimum is 500. That's annoying. So I can just set that for 500 and see if I can sell those. Probably. The only reason people would come in and want to buy stuff is that they're going to complete sets. So you want to obviously if let's go and do it again. So what was I? Now this will be on my collection. So this is another set I'm trying to collect. I need 3 of those. So you can see here, portal hopping. There's only 393 left. And I can check listings to see if anyone's selling them. And doesn't look like anyone is actually selling these. So this is kind of when gets interesting. We kind of start to sometimes buy sets that you can't complete because you know other people won't be able to complete them, and then they'll be kind of valuable. So that's kind of interesting. So this one, I own 2 of these. This one's a kind of higher value sort of item. So if we go on and do this, we can sell this for maybe we can get 7,000 for that. So it's kind of really interesting model. Exactly. So the UI is not very good. So I've listed that already. It didn't tell me. So I can kind of see why Animoca brands would buy this because they're into blockchain, and this kind of is interesting. It's not blockchain, but it has very blockchain-like transactional elements to it, and people are spending money. Although they this app has had a lot more VC money put into it than Animoca Brands bought it for. So I guess from that point of view, it's not been successful. But it is kind of interesting in terms of, you could think of these as NFTs, and it's quite a range of stuff. From My Little Pony to some Japanese My Hero Academia, and all the stuff I can't pronounce. There's even stuff like Monopoly, which is totally random. But why people want to collect things like the Monopoly, collect the cat, the dog, the penguin, and the rubber ducky. Yeah, well, someone obviously does. So kind of interesting, even if not totally about blockchain. And definitely if you're interested in kind of NFTs and how blockchain kind of stuff works, this is kind of an interesting thing just to download as a mobile app and just kind of play around with. I've not spent any money on this, but just kind of come in every day and kind of see how it works. So anyway, so that's where we go. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any comments, stick them in the comments box, of course. Do subscribe to the channel. So Blockchain Gaming World is all about blockchain games. This is, I think, the first thing I've done that's not about blockchain at all. But I think it's kind of interesting kind of mechanic, and you could kind of imagine this sort of thing being put on a blockchain. Collectibles, obviously, a well understood part of blockchain at the moment. So anyway, thanks for watching. Any comments, let me know. But hope to see you again soon.